Hello everyone, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and happy fall! It is officially fall of 2023. So today's video is going to be all about the different cardigan patterns that I found that are easy to sew, that you can sew up to prepare you for the brisk air that comes with the fall weather. Another reasons why I am focusing on cardigans is because when I made my Make 9 plans for 2023, cardigans and the focus on making different ones was like one of the main things within my Make 9. I have made a couple of them, but I have a bunch of different bundles that I purchased from Walmart that I can use to make up a bunch more. I really enjoy wearing cardigans. I work in air conditioning. I get cold easy, you know, and they're just easy to wear. You can wear them to restaurants, and if you don't feel like really dressing up, you can put that cardigan on and without wearing a blazer. Or if you want to dress down in jeans and you want to dress yourself up a little bit, if you use a nice fabric that's a little bit fancier, you can put that cardigan on and it changes the whole entire look. To me, in my opinion, cardigans are very practical. Now, some of the patterns that I'm going to be showing you will say that they are jacket patterns, but believe me when I say they are cardigans as well. Yes, you can definitely sew them up and make them as a cardigan, or you can use a heavier fabric and make them as a jacket. But it's definitely a bunch of great patterns that you will be seeing, and you may even see other different views within the pattern that you want to make that are not the cardigans. But you know, today's video is focused on the cardigan patterns. I think I will be showing you about 7 or 8 different ones to kind of give you a variety. They should all have different features or just something that, you know, makes one separate from the other. So I definitely hope that you enjoy this video, and please let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite. And another disclaimer is some of the patterns say that they're average or whatever, but trust me when I say these cardigan patterns are simple and easy to sew. So I'll go ahead and show you those patterns now. Okay, so for the first pattern that I have Simplicity 8811, and this is a simplicity sewing pattern in Mrs. Knit, sweater, scarf, and headband. So it has 3 different views here for this sweater, but the difference is the length only. So let's take a closer look at this here. Here's the sweater up close, and it just looks like this lady is using just a nice sweater knit and also a ponte knit. And so here are the different views, and what I really like is how the pockets are on the outside, and I also love the little bonus scarf and headband here. But this is just a really simple, easy to sew type of pattern. I'm sure you can whip this up in no time, and I really do believe that I will make one of these this fall. Really nice. And then this one looks kind of, I don't know if it has a closure or if it's just somehow put together, you know, really, closely to where it's not opening up. But definitely, like I said, a great pattern here. And here's a side view. And as you can see here, how the pockets are sewn over the seam. So that's a neat feature here as well. It is size for stretch knits only, novelty sweater knit, and you can also use a double knit fleece, minky fleece, and sweatshirt fleece. And D and E can also use stretch velvet, and this is D here and E here. So that would be interesting to see it in a stretch velvet, but I think I personally would stick to the sweater knits. And although this sewing rating says that it's average, me personally, I do think it's more on the easier side, but I do want to let you know that it is rated as average, since I said that the majority of these are easy to sew. But yeah, I looked at the instructions for this because I do have this pattern in my stash, and it does seem to be easy. So let's go ahead and look at the next pattern. Okay, so this next pattern is Macaw 6996. I have had this pattern in my stash as well for a very long time, and I absolutely love the style of this. This is a cardigan pattern that I feel like you could really dress up with, and you know, just have a really nice dressed up casual look as well as a dressed down look. You know, it's not like over the top. And the pattern description is Mrs. Gathered Collar Jackets and Belt. Now I know it says it's a jacket, but this is my style of a cardigan, and I absolutely love this style. This particular cardigan pattern has 3 different styles, and I have been wanting to make this for such a long time, and for some reason I just have not. As I've mentioned earlier, that making cardigans and making a bunch of them is on my Make 9 list, so this definitely was going to make the cut. I have it right here. So when I am ready to go ahead and cut this pattern out, I'm definitely going to be able to. So let's go ahead and take a look at the more detailed description. And it says that it's a close-fitting, unlined jacket for me cardigan that have raised necklines with front or front band extending into a gathered back collar, long sleeves and stitched hems, and A and B has a low back peplum and shaped front hemline, and it also comes with a self belt. To be honest, the lower back peplum is what did it for me, okay? And I do love like the V cut. I love that shaping, how it comes down to a V in the front, like on view B and view A. So there, like I said, there's several views. There's 4 different views. So you have A at the bottom, B, which I believe A and B, yeah, you know, they have the same shaping in the front, and they also have the peplum. I think it's just a length difference for those. And then you have C, who's straight across, and D, and I think it's the same with them, just a difference in length. So let's take a closer look at the photos here of the model. And here she has it belted, and then here's another closer view of one of the peplums. You can see the hem back here and the gathered neckline at the back. And here are the line drawings. And so for the fabric suggestion, it suggests jersey, interlock, sweater knits, and double knits. And I have so much jersey fabric from those little Walmart bundles that I can certainly use and have several different cardigans. So definitely I'm going to be seeing that before the end of the year. All right, so for the next pattern we have Simplicity 8924. This is a pattern that I recently made, but I only made the pants and the top, the tunic top underneath, and I really fell in love with this pattern. And then once I saw that this cardigan was added, I definitely was like, I have to make this cardigan as well, because I like the length of it, and that just looks more like a cardigan type of overcoat. So the pattern description is Simplicity Sewing Patterns, Mrs. Jacket Top Tunic and Pull-On Pants, and it is rated as average, but I have made this type of cardigan, jacket, whatever you want to call it, several different times, especially this one. And it is very easy to sew, and I believe this one doesn't even have pockets, so you don't even have to assemble pockets if you don't want to, which makes it even easier and faster to assemble. So let's take a look at the photos. This right here, I just love it. Like, isn't this perfect for fall? This is perfect for fall, easy peasy. And let's see if there's any more views. Here's the line art right here. So yeah, no pockets. I don't see the little markings for the pockets. So what you have here is you just have a front and back sleeve and your neckband. That's 4 pattern pieces. So how is this average? I don't really know. Maybe they're talking about the pattern in general. If you're hearing noise in the background, I apologize. My husband is cutting the grass, but yeah. This is a very good pattern, and I love it. There is no other description for this other than saying Mrs. Jacket, Top, Tunic, and Pull-On Pants. But, you know, you saw it with your own eyes. It's just very simple. This right here is just the sleeves are rolled up, so not a big deal. But yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this cardigan as well. So this next pattern is a Simplicity's 9717, and there's also a second pattern that is Simplicity 9716. Not too long ago, it was around Mother's Day, I made this pattern, and I made the cardigan, I made the little tank top, and I also made the skirt. And I made the shorter version of the cardigan, which is view D right here. Now, I do like this cardigan pattern. It looks just like the previous pattern that I just showed you, which is Simplicity 8924. However, this one does have pockets, so the pocket piece is already included in the pattern, but the sleeves are also much wider. I feel like they dangle a little bit too much for me, but that is the design of it. So if that is what you're going for, more relaxed fit on the arms, and if you do want pockets, then definitely want to check out this pattern. Also, it does have a longer length as well. And this pattern package in general is just really, really good. I mean, you can make so many different pieces from this pattern alone. So they really did well on that. I did not like the width of the sleeve, so I did take a cardigan that I have already made in the past, and I just put my sleeves up to the pattern piece, and I just cut off the additional fabric so that it wouldn't be swinging. I did try it originally the way it was, but I didn't like it. So that was the only downfall for me, but the rest of the pattern is great. Outside of it saying women's knit top, cardigan, and skirt, it also goes on to say that it is a comfortable and stylish knit top, cardigan, and skirt outfit that is perfect for any occasion. And I just said, that to you. It's a really great pattern. The cardigan comes in 2 lengths, knit top is sleeveless, and skirt includes a self tie belt. So here are the different views from what the pattern gives us. And so this is her in the longer cardigan, and the skirt and the top, actually the whole outfit. And here are the line drawings. So yeah, it looks just like the last one, except for there's pockets. I know that for a fact. And so here's the shorter version right here. And here are the line drawings again. And just so that you can see it, this is the other pattern that goes along with this. This is for the misses. The one that I showed you, the 9717, is for the women's. But it looks the same. And here it is right here. Again, like I said, and it is considered an easy to sew pattern. So let's go ahead and move on to our next pattern. Okay, so for the next pattern, we have McCalls 7476, and the pattern description is Mrs. Drop Shoulder Vest and Cardigans. So if you like a drop shoulder, or if you want to just change up the styles in your cardigans, this is going to be a great pick for you. The pattern description goes on to say that it is semi-fitted vests and cardigans that have single button closures and length and collar variations. A, B, D, and E have patch pockets. A and D have banded collars. As C, D, and E have a shawl collar. So the thing that I like about this pattern is this, like with A, it's long, has the patch pockets, but it's kind of like sleeveless in a way. So you could wear a nice turtleneck underneath and have your sleeves hanging out, and it's going to look perfect. For C, you have your standard cardigan, and you also have your shawl collar, as well as D and E. And then B does not have the shawl collar, but it still looks really, really great. E is super, super long. So if you're into that, hey, you have that choice. So let's take a closer look. Look how long E is. Oh my goodness. I don't think that's for me, but hey. So here's a closer look at the model, and then more of the art. She looks real cute here styling it. And I do like the fact that there is a button closure as well. So, sometimes you don't want your cardigans hanging open, and that helps. Of course, you can modify any pattern, but, at least we know that the room within the seam allowance and things are set for this pattern to have that closure. So here's the line art for the patterns. And your suggested fabrics are going to be your moderate stretch knits, like sweater knits, double knit, sweatshirt fleece, and cotton knit. So yeah, I really think this is cute, especially with that drop shoulder feature. So let's take a look at the next pattern. All right, so for the next pattern, we have McCalls 7331, and this is a Mrs. Jacket t-shirt, pencil skirt, and leggings pattern. What I really like about this cardigan pattern here is it's just basic, very simple. To me, it looks like a front and back and a sleeve, okay? And it's just straightforward, no straping. So if you want to just make a cardigan, make it a quick, you know, just a real quick project and get done with it, this is going to be the pattern for you. So the description goes on to say that it is a loose-fitting unlined jacket and has self-lined front, and that's it. So let's take a closer look at this pattern and see what the model looks like. And so here's the cardigan here, and this is another close-up of her. Yeah, it's just very simple, but I like it. It gets the job done. And this is another look at it. Yeah, I think it's cute. And I just love the pattern too. The pattern is very practical in general. Very nice. It's not very long though, so but you can also lengthen it if that is your preference. But yeah, it is considered an average pattern, but I think it's considered average because of everything that's within the packaging, because this cardigan pattern is not hard at all. So here are your line drawings, and it's just very loose fitting like it says. Yeah. All right, that was simple enough. So let's take a look at the next pattern. Okay, so for this next pattern, I have Simplicity 9541. And the reason why I picked this one is because it's a little different, and the sleeves do not go all the way down to the wrist. But the pattern description is Mrs. Jumpsuits, dress, and jacket. And in the jacket or the cardigan description, it kind of goes on to say that it is a kimono style jacket that has wide elbow length, all in one cuff sleeves, and a high-low hem. So that is very different from the other cardigan patterns that I have shown. And if you live in a hotter climate, you may not want your sleeves to go all the way down to your wrist, so this is a good option for you. So let's take a closer look. So here is the kimono style cardigan or jacket up close. It has like these different cuts here that kind of gives it some, you know, design features here, and you can kind of see where the high-low is going back here, and here's the cuffs. I think it's pretty cute. Oh, sorry, here is the back side of it. And it looks very simple to make. Very simple. And in the description, it also says that it's easy. You see that right here. And here's your line art for the kimono style cardigan. Yeah, so I think it's super cute. Like I said, perfect for the climates that don't get very, you know, cold, but you still have something covering you when you do get that little bit of a chill. All right, and let's go to the next pattern. Okay, so then we have Butterick 6330, and this is a Mrs. Jacket elastic waist dress, romper, and jumpsuit pattern. The description says that it is semi-fitted unlined jacket and has a self-lined front and side front seams, long sleeves, and optional top stitching. And the reason why I like this is because of the waterfall look of it. There's a Butterick coat pattern that has that same waterfall type look, and I really love it for that. And it's very simple and easy to sew. I do know that T of Crumpets Tea and Sewing and Crystal of Crystal Sews and stuff did a complete wardrobe type of series on this pattern, and I believe they sold almost all the views or something like that. But what I do know is T made the jacket, and I believe she made a sew along to it, so you could definitely check that out if you want to make this pattern and if you need help sewing it up. But anyway, the sewing rating is easy, and I mean, I really love it. And let's go ahead and take a look at the line art So here's your line art right here. And for the fabric, it suggests jersey, French terry, scuba knits as well. So yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't name off more, but I do plan on making this one as well. There are no closures, just has a different design feature than the other patterns that I have shown. All right, everyone, so that is it for the patterns that I have for you that feature these cardigan patterns. Again, please let me know which one is your favorite in the comment section below. Let me know if you will be planning to make any of these up or if it was helpful for you. You will definitely be seeing these, the ones that I have not made already, coming up on the channel, because yes, I am in full cardigan mode. So yes, stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content, so that you can be notified of future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you for my continued subscribers that continue to support my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.